There are many things in life that we do have control over, but at the same time, there are many other things that we have no control over whatsoever. But at the end of the day, there's always one thing that we can rely on, one thing that we always have control over, and it is inside your head: perception. Perception is how you perceive an experience, whether it be controlled and in your control, it's something you've planned, or it can be something completely outside of your control, something you have no control over whatsoever. But how you perceive either of those events is completely up to you. You have absolute control over that. And that can really be put into play with an experience that I've had myself, how I perceived something, how I could have been more stoic. I lost €500 back in the good old days in the stock market in one day. I know, pretty good for myself, isn't it? But €500 in one day. A lot of people, including myself back then, would have seen something like that as very, very bad. Something that you don't want to happen to yourself. Because who wants to lose €500 in one day? And that's what I thought to myself. It was a bad thing, a reason for me to quit trading. I've done it all wrong. I'm not as talented as some of these other people that do trading. So I did what most people would have done. I quit. I gave up. But luckily for me, I am quite involved in the self-development space on YouTube and in books. And later on down the line, I did read that failure is necessary for success. You would have seen that in one of my other videos. But I learned that you need to fail a few times to succeed. So this completely changed my perception on that experience. Initially, I saw it as something bad, but later on down the line, when I saw that failure is necessary for success, I saw it as a great lesson, a great opportunity for me to learn something from that mistake. I saw exactly what I did wrong. No stop loss, trading completely on emotion, on complete speculation, and it helped me really plug a lot of holes in my problems in that stock market. It's helped me see what I was doing wrong. And you can see there's really two sides to that coin, guys. There's seeing it as a bad thing, giving up, potentially losing out on a great wealth building tool that has made many people millionaires. Or I could see the other side of it and take it as a lesson and learn from it, improve my stock trading skills and get one step closer to becoming more wealthy. And luckily, I've taken the latter, and €500 I was down. Now I am positive, guys. I got to positive, albeit it took a long time. I'm positive again. I learned from that mistake, and that's really down to perception. Perception, you always have control over, guys. But there are many things in this universe. You are a tiny person in this universe, a tiny little speck, and the universe does not give a crap about you, guys. Things are going to happen outside of your control, and things are also going to happen inside of your control. But you can perceive them as great, or you can perceive them as bad. And I like to take the latter. I like to believe that most things are great. If I smash my knee into the pavement, that's happened. I was running home. I was trying to get home. I slipped and I smashed my knee into the pavement. I could have seen that as a bad thing, but I thought it was humorous how stupid I was for tripping up. And I laughed at the whole situation. I didn't mope around being happy, and I dealt with the pain and I just ran home. I saw it as a positive thing, something humorous. I could have seen it as a bad thing. Sat there, cried, complained about this pain for ages, but no, I saw it as something funny. I told my friends about it and we had a good laugh about it. It was great. But yeah, the perception, you can see it really does apply to anything in life. You can see anything, good or bad experience, and you can change it into a good experience, or a bad one if you really want that. But a great thing with perception is it does not allow your emotions to get too entangled into one thing, situation, or object. Say you need alcohol to be happy in a social situation. Once that gets taken away, you're not going to be happy in that social situation. So you need to look with your perception, perceive Why do I need that to be happy? I don't need that to be happy. You should be perceiving that in your head. And also the perception of other people. Thinking that most of them are always looking at you. Because I did have social anxiety back in the day. And luckily I have beaten a good bit of it, thanks partly to perception. The perception that most of them actually don't care. The social anxiety perception, the bad one, the one where you're unhappy and anxious, is that everyone cares about you. Everyone's looking at you. They're looking at your clothes. Oh, he's ugly. Oh, look at him. Thinking all these bad things about you. But when you actually change the perception that things aren't all bad, everyone's not out to get you. They're actually caring more about the things that are happening to themselves. It'll make you more confident, and it'll correct all those problems that you have with the social anxiety. Just that switch, that little perception switch can really change a lot in a person. But guys, I hope I changed your perception in life. It's a really powerful tool. Eventually, when I have read all the Stoic books, I will make a complete video on how to be Stoic. But for now, this is a little segment of how to be Stoic and why you should apply it in your life. I hope you really enjoyed this video, guys. I enjoyed making it. This is like my 10th take, be it good or bad, but I really enjoyed it, and I hope you hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the Big Burko gang. See you later, big boys. Peace.